Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about high vibrational frequencies. I talk a lot about vibration, and sometimes people get a little misunderstanding of things and think, well, if one vibration is good and it's high, maybe even a higher vibration is good. You have to understand, when I'm talking about vibration as far as us as human beings vibrating, our vibrational frequency, there is a normal range that we operate within. If you get too far above that, you could do damage to yourself. And if you get too far below that, you get illnesses and diseases and things like that. And maybe a way of understanding this would be like, if you look at an electric car, they generally have motors that range anywhere from 10,000 RPMs, which is revolutions per minute, up to 20,000, some even more. That is their normal operating range. Actually, they can operate lower levels too, which is fine. If you ran that motor that's rated for 20,000 RPM and you ran it at 30,000, it might be possible to run it at that. It might not even work, but let's say it could. It's not going to last very long. You're going to burn that motor up. You're going to seize it up. You're going to cause issues. It might catch fire. Who knows? But that's not the vibrational frequency that motor is made to operate in. And it's the same with us. We have natural frequencies that when we get happy or when we're sad, there's a range there. We want to be in the high end, the happy, the joyful end of it, but not artificially so. So we don't want to ramp past good levels into dangerous areas. And the way you would do that, you may ask, would be things like, there are certain frequencies you can listen to that are super high frequency. Some claim to be trillions of hertz. But the reality is they can do damage to you. There's literally things called sonic weapons, and there's other kinds of weapons that harm people with certain frequencies. It can dissolve almost the insides or break them up. It physically does damage to the physical body. It's not good for you. The more common way that people artificially enhance their vibration is by things like drugs. They think they're taking drugs, they're all high on drugs, and they think they're really helping themselves somehow. No, that's not a normal frequency to be in. It could be, maybe they're operating in that, but they're not doing it in a natural way, so they have no way of getting there without that chemical enhancement again. When I'm talking about raising your vibration, I'm talking about your thoughts, the way you're naturally programmed and designed by God to raise your vibration, which is to think about those things that are positive, those things that are lovely and of good report. When you do that, and that's your focus only, you will keep yourself at a peak vibration. You don't need any drugs to raise that. You don't need certain frequencies to mechanically raise that. You don't need shocks or anything like that. You could do it naturally through your mind. You're created that way. It's all by design. But if you start messing around with this and take some drugs to get yourself high, maybe listen to some music that's damaging your ears because it's at a certain frequency. A lot of those frequencies can't even be heard by the ear. The ear goes up to around 20,000 hertz, and they're talking about trillions of hertz. So you can't even hear that. But if it's even possible for your speakers to generate that tone, which probably isn't, it could do damage to you. You have to be very careful. Don't just take well, this is even higher, so it must be better. No, that's not how it works. When I'm talking about high vibration and you want to get to a highest vibration and raise your vibration, it's in that normal, safe operating range that God's designed us to have. The way we get there is naturally through our thoughts, through thinking about those things that are lovely and of good report. Not through chemicals, not mechanical means, not certain sounds making it abnormally high. Those things are not sustainable. Just like that electric motor burning up because you're operating it way past its normal range, it will cause you harm. And the thing is, it will not help you long term at all. It will only do damage. And with many things like that, the crash means you go way lower to an even lower vibration. And then you become almost a zombie of sorts because you now need that chemical or mechanical or whatever enhancement to raise your vibrational state, because you're destroying the mechanisms in the body and the spirit to do that naturally. There's just so much harm that can be caused by doing those things. God has granted you this great gift of life and understanding how things work and how you can tune in to the highest vibrational state naturally is ideal for you. Now, there's music you can listen to that does raise your vibration, but it raises your vibration safely within the normal range. I have music called Conscious Positivity. There's 2 albums of that right now. There may be more coming later. That is perfectly safe. There's no super high frequencies or tones in there that's going to damage you in any way. It's safe. It raises your vibration naturally within your own body's methods of doing it. And you don't need it. That's important. It is just something like a supplement to add to your naturally high vibrational state. And if you're just feeling low and you're having trouble getting out of it, it can be a way of helping boost you up a little bit to where you naturally take over and focus on those good and positive things that you want to be focusing on. But you never want to get yourself where you're dependent. I got to go listen to this music, or I got to go take this drug, or I got to go do... No. Your vibration should be raised based on your thoughts. That's what is in control of that whole mechanism. Your vibration should be raised because you're thinking about those things that are lovely and of good report. You're focused on the goodness of God. You've cast off any negativity that comes your way, and you're focused on the good. That means you can't talk about the past, the negative past, and very importantly, you probably shouldn't talk about the positive past either. Because sometimes you can get caught up in the past and you're not living in the now. And then that creates a hindered future. So focus on the good that's present with you right here and now. Doesn't matter what it is. Be thankful to God. Be appreciative of God for all that you have. Focus on those good things, whatever they may be. It doesn't matter how small they are. If you focus on something small, that does not mean you only get small things. It is the vibration that you stay in that high vibrational state of gratitude for the things you have attracts those big desires that you want. Doesn't matter if the things you're being grateful for are small or big. But as you stay in that even keel of a high vibration, you start to build upon those things and desires that you want and attract more of them into your life. So don't think you got to find the biggest thing in your life and focus on that. It could be something small. It could be, I'm grateful for my toothbrush. I'm grateful for my toothpaste. I'm grateful for my phone. I'm grateful for the ability to watch these videos that Ryan is producing for me. I'm grateful for the books Ryan's written. I'm grateful for the scripture. I'm grateful for my salvation. And just start going like that. You can easily raise your vibration safely, naturally, and it will bring you the good results that you want in life. My friend, don't get led astray. Don't get into drugs and certain frequencies that are weird and harmful to you. You can go read. There's all kinds of frequencies all over social media, videos and music, that people literally write comments how it gave them a headache, how it hurt them. Be careful with these kind of things. Be wise. You have the natural tools within you. You don't need anything externally. You don't need to take any drugs or alcohol or anything like that to get yourself in the highest vibrational state and to cast off the negativity of the world. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.